Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mouse House. Today Disney held the grand unveiling of their brand new cruise, revealing everything from entertainment to dining. We're going to talk about it all, so let's dive right in. I was fortunate enough to be able to attend the virtual grand unveiling of the Disney Wish right here from my studio. It was a great experience, and now I'm coming to you with an in-depth look and analysis of everything Disney showed us. First, let's get some housekeeping details out of the way. The Disney Wish is set to sail summer 2022. That being said, you will be able to book your stay on the Wish next month, more specifically the 27th of May. If you are a Castaway Club member or some kind of other select Disney guest, you can book 10 days earlier than everyone else on the 17th. Well, you probably want to know what the ship has to offer if you're going to be booking, so let's enter the ship. We are now in the Grand Hall, where we can see the design heavily inspired by the theme of enchantment. If we look up, you can see the wishing star chandelier that will illuminate this grand entrance, and of course, as all Disney cruises go, there is a statue in the main hall, and in this case we have Cinderella. In this area, from the uniquely shaped staircase to the intricately designed railings, you are sure to have a wonderful entrance experience. Well, let's head straight up to the pool deck, or decks, as the outdoor area takes place over the course of Deck 11 up to Deck 14. When Disney built the Disney Dream over 10 years ago, it was the first cruise ship to ever have a water coaster on board. During the unveiling of the Wish, I heard them say that,
if you look just above us, you'll actually see it. That is the first ever Disney attraction at sea.
I was thinking, this looks like the Aqueduct. I'm not sure you can consider it an attraction. But then, they cut to the concept art, and I was in shock. They weren't lying, this is a full-blown attraction. Welcome to the Aquamouse, a Disney attraction at sea that will take you into the world of Mickey Mouse shorts. Think of it as a sort of runaway railway, but on a cruise. I'm glad to say that this will be featuring an original story called Scuba Scramble that will immerse guests in a story where Mickey and Minnie have started an excursion company and you are one of their first guests. The name of their company is Port Misadventures, so I think you can guess what sort of journey this is going to be. Jokes aside though, this onboard attraction will have actual scenes with music, lighting, special effects, and more. You will travel through over 700 feet of tube as you journey with Mickey and Minnie. I think this is the perfect way to build off the Aqueduct while still maintaining a very unique experience. Also on this deck, there's a lot of pool space that will be considered a whole pool district themed to Mickey and Friends. That's how they seem to be dividing this, into what they call districts. There will also be a Toy Story district. The Aquamouse won't be the only water slide/coaster you can find on board, because you can also see this yellow slide. Through some investigation of the Disney Wish website, I found this really awesome deck breakdown that we will be referencing quite a bit. It actually contains some secrets not announced during the main unveiling. This yellow slide appears to be titled Slidosaurus Rex and will be part of the Toy Story district. Disney also unveiled the Toy Story Splash Zone for families with younger kids, which will be very similar to the Finding Nemo Splash Zone seen on many other cruises. We can even take a look at some SketchUps included that show some of the figures that will be in this area and how they will spray water. There's also a slide in each of the corners. If you've been on pretty much any cruise, you know there's always a soft serve ice cream area, and on the deck breakdown there's a small little area titled Wheezy's Freezies. I'm willing to bet that this is the onboard soft serve location and is of course themed to Wheezy from Toy Story, putting it in that district as well. Interestingly though, a single sentence on one of the numerous web pages they have about the Wish teases a smoothie bar, so I think Wheezy's Freezies is going to have a soft serve side and a smoothie bar side. The pool decks will of course have an adult-only area that is titled Quiet Cove and will also feature Cove Cafe. There will be pool space for adults, and the cafe will be inspired by Moana and have coffee, drinks, pastries, and more. Last, for the outdoor decks, they have a few areas marked out as hero zones. These will be for sports courts, games like foosball, putt-putt, and stuff like that. Disney hasn't specifically laid out these zones yet, but I will be sure to include any and all news updates about the Wish in future videos. Well, I hope you enjoyed that look at all the pool/outdoor related things. So where will the kids go when you're doing some adult-only experiences? Well, don't worry, Disney is easily the best cruise line for kids' clubs and entertainment. The Oceaneers Club returns in the Disney Wish, but is looking a lot different. First of all, there is a secret entrance. Yes, there is a secret slide entrance that can get you into the club. As a kid, thinking you have access to a secret entrance is really cool. And of course, there is a normal entrance as well. The kids' clubs are normally broken into 3 main areas, all connected. First up, we have the Marvel Superhero Academy, where recruits will be able to train alongside their favorite heroes. Disney even teased an experience where kids will be able to pick a hero suit and even put it to the test. The club will also have an area called Fairy Tale Hall. This area will also be broken up into 3 smaller areas. The main one depicted here is Rapunzel's art studio, where kids will get to create all kinds of fun artwork. If we look over here though, you can also see a section themed to Frozen, where Disney has teased an experience where you can perfect your icy powers with Elsa. The last section of Fairy Tale Hall will be Belle's library, where kids get to read stories with Belle. Okay, now for the last area of the Kids Club, and for my personal favorite, I'm happy to show you the Walt Disney Imagineering Lab. This is incredible. Kids will be able to go through a simplified design process to make their very own roller coaster. Not only that, but they actually get to test ride it in a simulation experience. In this lab, there will also be other hands-on activities all about innovation and creativity. It really reminds me of Some of All Thrills, and I've got to say, the space looks awesome. Honestly, I am way too old for this club, but I would have a blast in this Imagineering lab. The club is for children ages 3 to 12. For kids a bit older, you have the Edge for ages 11 to 14, and the Vibe for 14 to 17. Disney didn't share nearly as many details for these spaces, but we know that the Edge will be inspired by New York City, and the Vibe Parisian lofts. Well, I'm sure you also want to be able to have fun with the whole family together. Let's take a look at some more experiences. Here we have the Walt Disney Theater with this very grand sort of Emerald City look to it. In this theater, Disney will put on their Broadway-style productions as they do on all their other cruise ships. The Wish will see the return of the beloved Aladdin show with some modifications, but also 2 new original shows. The Grand Hall will also feature a stage where more shows and even some interactive entertainment will take place. Luna will be a hub that doubles as family space during the day and adult space at night. This will be a space for all kinds of specialty programming. As some examples that we've seen in other Disney ships, we may see things like towel folding, trivia, and that sort of stuff. There are also 2 movie theaters that will show some Disney classics and even sometimes same-day releases. Wow, after all this fun, you must be hungry. Don't worry, I've got you covered. There are 3 brand new family dining concepts for this ship. First up, Arendelle, a frozen dining adventure. As you enjoy your Norwegian-inspired cuisine and architecture, there will also be theatrical experiences going on around you. Many known characters will make appearances singing songs everyone knows and loves. The next dining venue will be called Worlds of Marvel. As you enjoy your meal here, you will be part of a mission that unfolds around you as you eat. I noticed the PIM Technologies logo, which makes me think this could be very similar to the PIM Test Kitchen in Disneyland, but I hope the interactive story makes it more unique. Well then, for my personal favorite dining venue, the Animator's Palette of the Wish, if you will, 1923. It will be an incredible dining experience that transports you to the golden age of animation. I'm not necessarily a fan of when Disney takes a single property like Frozen and turns it into a restaurant. In my opinion, if you're going to do that, they should go with a classic film instead of a modern one. Ultimately though, I'd rather have completely unique restaurants like 1923. There are also some adult-only dining areas. The first one is the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge that is very reminiscent of the Star Wars Hotel coming to Disney World. Here you will get to try all kinds of uniquely themed out-of-this-world drinks. What's cool though, is this is an adult-only space at night. So if you are a kid who thinks this looks awesome, during the day you will be able to come to this interstellar watering hole. There will also be 3 adult-only dining areas inspired by Beauty and the Beast. Disney Cruise fans will be happy to know that Palo will be returning. That being said, it's undergoing a large reimagining inspired by Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. The new Palo Steakhouse will offer high-quality steaks and Italian dishes. It will have 2 unique dining areas that are elegant and grand. Next, there will be a lounge called The Rose that seems very inspired by the Enchanted Rose at the Grand Floridian. Here adults will be able to get cocktails and enjoy a nice ocean view. Well, Cogsworth has a restaurant, but what about Lumiere? Don't worry, in what Disney is calling the most elegant dining experience on board, Enchante is inspired by Lumiere. The food will be carefully crafted by a 3 Michelin star chef, so it's safe to say you'll find some pretty fancy offerings here. Whew, I'm stuffed after all that food. I'm ready for bed. Let's go check out the rooms. The standard room looks a lot different than previous ships. It features some incredible custom artwork and very close attention to detail. It also seems like these rooms are a lot more spacious than in the past, especially in the bathrooms. The concierge rooms gain you access to an exclusive lounge, but the rooms themselves are also upgraded. They are significantly more spacious and feature some floor-to-ceiling windows that allow for a great view of the ocean. The suites are insane. First of all, they're huge, but they actually have a spiral staircase to a 2nd floor. A 2-story room on a cruise ship? Have you ever heard of that before? Well, that about concludes our Grand Circle tour of the Disney Wish. We also got some really awesome construction time-lapses showcasing the progress they've made on this 15-deck ship. As you can see, they're moving quite fast and have already had the keel laying ceremony. I want to point out on our deck breakdown that there are a ton of places that still see more magic coming. There is still a lot more about this ship that we don't know and will be announced in the coming months. Here on deck 11, I'm willing to bet that this is the buffet because it's pretty common to go with this wraparound layout that makes guest flow more efficient. As Disney continues to reveal what all this extra magic is, I will be sure to cover it all right here on this YouTube channel. Well, that is going to officially conclude today's video. If you enjoyed it and want to support the show, you can check out my Patreon page where you can receive some special perks, including access to exclusive content. If you want a free way to support the show, you can subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. If you want to reach out to me for any reason, whether business or you just want to talk Disney, you can comment on this video, email me, or DM me through Instagram. Wow, what a crazy day with all this news. Alright, well that is going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.